We go. I do believe we're live. So I'll say indeed and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. What a pleasure it is to have you here again on another conscious evolution. The quiet moments. This is supposed to be one of them. We live in a world that can be pretty loud, all things considered. And getting to take moments of quiet is a luxury. Not only a luxury, but I feel it's almost like a remedy. That if you don't take moments of quiet, you'll find yourself spinning your wheels constantly. And I don't think any of us want any of that, do we? Nah. Nah. We're here for more than that. I'd like to believe at least. And yet we're a part of the noise as well at the same time, which is the other side of it. I'm like really thinking about how there's very few places where it's actually quiet. Actually, you might be able to go there. You might be able to go to the most quiet place ever. Maybe there's some sort of metric. Yay, Tommy! It's been a long time. I was actually thinking about you yesterday, longing for your presence, wondering what you're doing in the world. Happy to have you here for this quiet moment, Tommy. You take any photos recently? You still photographying? Or you just locking in for your tests? Are you almost done with them? Is this a quiet moment because it's a Saturday for you? I'm gonna keep asking questions until the silence ceases, until the quiet between us disappears. Yeah, I completed my exams. Good. Congratulations, friend. I'm happy to hear that. It is close to student vacations again, right? Hey, Google, when is the next school vacation? Oh, 28th of March, it seems. No thanks. Can I have your location data? No. No, how about you don't? Third year, nice. Which means you only have 2 more years left, right? You remembered I live in San Diego? No. I don't remember that part, Tommy. But did you remember if you told me that previously, that I told you I have friends that live in San Diego too? I have a friend who went to San Diego for a weekend or for a week, left yesterday. And I have a friend who lives there, who has a business there called The Soul of Yoga in Encinitas. Yeah, you told me. Good, good. Yeah. I'll be visiting San Diego within the next 2 years. Manifest. Manifesting. Drive by Lovins, Melty and friends. I'm a busy coon this morning. Have a beautiful day. Love you. So I was living with my girlfriend. When you were in San Diego? Remember, I live in San Diego. I was living with my girlfriend. Oh no, what's the next message gonna be, Tommy? Are you no longer living with your girlfriend? Are you looking for a new place in San Diego to live now? Visited my parents in New York. The context unfolds. New York City. My girlfriend met my parents for the first time. I don't know why, but like I feel like a sense of impending doom. Like you're gonna let me know something bad happened. Did your parents like your girlfriend? Did your girlfriend like your parents? Do you like your parents? Nah, nothing bad. Good. That's good. That's great to hear. I'm happy that you got to meet them. Was it a significant moment for you? I mean, if you stay together, I'm guessing you're close. How long have you and your girlfriend been together for, Tommy? Let me know. Let me know. Give me the deets. Give me the down low. My girlfriend met them first time face to face. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is quite an experience meeting people. All of the social pressures that go along with it. More than 3 years now. You'll see. Why did it take so long, Tommy? And I'm just 21. You've been dating since you were 18. I'm guessing since you started going to college. She probably went to her parents' places and you to yours for all of the vacations and family get-togethers in the meanwhile. I'm happy that your girlfriend got to meet them. Today's stream topic is about the quiet moments. I don't know how it relates to what you're sharing with me, but I'm trying to build infrastructure. Yes. That one was coming from me. I knew it. I thought I could escape. But I'm being haunted. Oh, the ghosts. Oh, those ghosts. There's still a lot of green left in there. Mama didn't raise no quitter, as they say. I'm vaping this one for the quiet moments. The quiet moments. I don't know if there's much to be said about the quiet moments. That's the thing that I'm kind of stuck on. I'm like giving myself some time to process and to gather my thoughts. And the more I gather my thoughts around the concept of quiet moments, the more it makes me think about the absurdity of wanting to talk. Today's stream topic is about taking quiet moments for yourself, ultimately. That's the intention of our stream. All right, realizing that we do live in a loud world in all different kinds of ways when it comes to our media, when it comes to our music, when it comes to our environment. Hey Mojo. Let me know if there is like some weird sound happening. I do have a fan on next to me, so it might make some shh sounds, but it's nice having you here. Shh. Oh, maybe you would have been like shh. Since we're being quiet. Yeah. Taking moments of quiet for ourselves. This is supposed to be one of them. That's the rabbit hole I was going down for a second there. Kobe is doing something outside he's not supposed to be doing. I'm gonna see if I can give myself some room. I feel stuck. Or maybe I just feel quiet. Yeah. Yes, true. A little reason. Today we are considering the energy of quiet. My title for my stream is The Moments of Quiet. Talked about the moments of quiet. And the centering thought is around how we live in a loud world. and how if we're living in a loud world, then we ought to bring ourselves moments of quiet. We have to quiet our minds, quiet our spirits, quiet ourselves to a point where we can find some solace, we can find some calm in moments like these. I don't know if there is any ancient wisdom, maybe philosophers, that have talked about this quietness that we require as well. This, I want to call it the word solace almost. This solace we can lean into, when we find ourselves almost like taking a moment of, maybe not quiet is even the right word. But quiet is the word we're focusing on today. So I think you have to kind of like stick with quiet being the word for our consideration. Give me more. Give me something to consciously evolve around. What were you asking? What was I asking, Tommy? What was I asking? You meeting your girlfriend for the first time. If I asked the question, it was, does your parents like your girlfriend? And does your girlfriend like your parents? I think that might have been a question, if anything. I'm getting two responses. Seems wasteful. But okay. In a world, rarely. Both of them are giving me Eastern philosophies, Buddhist insights. I feel like these responses are better than the ones I've been getting as of late. Both of them are good. But this one names people. This one names Marcus Aurelius. This one names Lao Tzu. And Marcus Aurelius. Oh, wait. I'll take this one. They went to shop together, so yes, they like each other. Good. That sounds fun. They talked many times on calls. Okay, that's good. Makes me want to ask, would you rather be deaf or blind? Absolutely deaf. Unfortunately. 100%. Alright, I love music, and it would be an absolute travesty that I cannot dance to music in the same way anymore. I'll probably figure out a way, strap speakers to myself so I can feel the vibrations or something. But yeah, no sight. I'd rather be deaf. Yeah. My eyes enjoy what they see more than my ears enjoy what they hear. Maybe there's something of a lesson there with today's stream topic in mind. I forgot your name, MeltMore. My name is MeltMore. That's my name, Tommy. At least that's the one that I call myself. When I talk to myself, I call myself Melt. Melt more if I want to be formal, if I want to use the full mantra. But Melt's the name. I hate the idea of losing either sense, honestly. I love the idea of living in an age where technologically we will be able to give ourselves senses back, even give ourselves more senses in the future. Bye, have to go. Talk to you later. Thank you, Tommy, for joining us, tuning in. We'll see you again. It's a tough one. Both would be pretty isolating. I think with sight, you can still infer a lot of information, right? When you see something that makes a loud noise, for instance, maybe you see a car crash, right? You can like see the wreckage and stuff, and you can probably like imagine, if you know what sounds are, if you had the ability to hear at one point, that was a loud thing, circumstance, right? If you see a dog, you might know that that's loud, right? Like that dog is making sounds. Where the other way around, if you're just hearing the loud sounds or any sounds, but you have no ability to see and actually look in the direction of that sound and know in the same way, right? You can know that there's probably sound, there when you see things collide, but you cannot know what collided when you hear something collide and you point your head in that direction. I want extra vision, like mantis shrimps. Be careful what you wish for, because you will get it. River. It's just a matter of time at this point. I think that the most difficult part, like the sensor part, is not going to be that difficult. The actual getting the vision of mantis shrimp. The hard part is going to be giving yourself those signals and your brain actually being able to interpret them properly. Mega spectrum awareness sounds pretty hardcore. Or the way they can boil water by punching super fast, creating little pockets of air that collapse and create sonic booms underwater. Mantis shrimps are awesome. They really are. Iridescent dudes. Nature, you beautiful thing. In a world that rarely stops talking, quiet becomes a revolutionary act, a gentle rebellion against constant noise. Here are some ideas and reflections to help you consciously evolve around the energy of quiet. Ancient wisdom and philosophical perspectives. In Eastern philosophy, Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching, teaches that true wisdom lies in stillness. In his words, embracing quiet lets us flow naturally with the universe. Quiet isn't the void, it's the fertile space where our inner nature can emerge. This ancient perspective reminds us that when we let go of external clamor, we tap into a deeper, timeless wisdom. I work with a guy, Mojo says, who gradually lost his vision. He said his hearing definitely got way sharper, like a superpower. Yeah, getting to the point of being able to echolocate and stuff. Kind of vibes, Mojo. I believe in that too. I wonder if I was like more deaf, would my eyes get better in the same way? Who knows? If we give ourselves more senses, will the rest of our senses get worse? Hmm. That's some brain juice to consider. Within Buddhist insights, they let us know that they emphasize mindfulness, silence, as a pathway to awakening. Practices like meditation are about creating moments of deep quiet. For some reason, my mind never really got that part. That meditation is supposed to create quiet. I guess it makes sense if you really think about it, but my mind was more like you meditate because you want to give your mind a moment to be mindful in breath. I was never like, oh yes, be quiet. How about you meditate a bit? Oh, practices like meditation are about creating moments of deep quiet so that the mind can observe its own chatter. Yeah, maybe my chatter has been so loud it never felt like I ever went quiet in meditation. Understanding its patterns and eventually transforming them into clarity and compassion. Thich Nhat Na Thich Nhat Han and other modern teachers echo this, suggesting that every moment of quiet is an opportunity to return to our true self. Henel, back again. You are. It's nice having you. We had a friend here yesterday called Keval who was like looking for you too, wanted to reach out. He's also an Indian friend. Yeah, my mind doesn't go quiet. I wish it would. I think we need to meditate more, Kristen. I think we need to be meditating more, right? Or at least, in the Buddhist insight, we'll meditate enough to eventually transform our mind's patterns into clarity and compassion. And we do that. We do that, right? Because maybe our minds are not quiet, but we can think about stuff and we can be like, okay, at least at some point, right? We learn to accept the craziness of our minds. We even give ourselves a moment for our minds to go crazy. In Stoic philosophy, think of Marcus Aurelius or Epictetus, Stoics who found strength in reflective silence. They believed that quiet contemplation, especially amid chaos, allowed one to gain perspective and maintain inner freedom. For them, quiet wasn't mere absence of sound, it was a disciplined state of mind. An eternal refuge that could be cultivated regardless of external circumstances. Where is he from in India? Do you know? I don't. India is a big place. I know this, right? So saying he's from India, right? You should meet up. Is a little bit out of touch. I get. I'm not necessarily. But he's also an artist, and he's also someone who's gone down this creating path, and he wanted to reach out to you to have a conversation with you about it. So I don't know where he's from necessarily directly, and I think he moves around a lot as well. So he might be in multiple places during the year. When he's here and you're here together, I'll be like, okay, now kiss or whatever. Not really. I'm joking. Okay. Quiet as a living energy. Like that. More than absence of noise. Quiet is not just about silence. It's the full presence of being. A state where your inner voice can be heard clearly. It's that precious moment when you step back from the hustle and feel the pulse of your own heart, reminding you that life isn't just about constant doing, but also about being. I feel like we've come to that conclusion. Wow, that sounds incredible. External refuge from an internal refuge from the chaos. Internal refuge that can be cultivated regardless of external circumstances. Yeah, like a little safe space inside your mind. Right? That is the Stoic way for like the world, for like Rome to be burning down or whatever. And for you to be like, not losing your shit and screaming, just being like, internally refuged. Dang it, I can't edit that. Should be external, eternal refuge, not external. Ah, that's better even. That is better. You're right, Kristen. That is better. Having some eternal refuge. Eternal, internal refuge. Regardless of external circumstances. You know, I think it's possible. I think we'll have to use our technology to get to that point, but it's gonna happen. Thank you. Ears have not had coffee yet. Love is true. I'm just pedantic about it. Uh, ah, Also sounds kind of like death. The eternal refuge does have like a kind of death ring to it. You're right. So, leave me be, or I'll welcome you to eternal refuge. What did you say to me? You heard me. I'll go and get this shovel. A sanctuary for creativity and clarity. Yes, more quiet. Imagine quiet as the blank canvas before a masterpiece is painted. In these moments, you can explore your thoughts without distraction, allowing creativity, insight, and genuine self reflection to flourish. It's in these spaces that solutions to problems or new ideas can unexpectedly emerge. It is true. It is true. If you spend some time in quiet, your brain is just gonna start like screaming at you, like different things. Like, frantically trying to get its next hit of dopamine. So yeah, it's true. You can get some good stuff out of that quiet space too. When you push yourself through hard thing, you transform yourself. Science. It's true. It's also true. Is quiet something that's hard for people? Feels like that's easy to answer. Practical reflections for today. Embrace the pause. Consider incorporating gobbledygook. Of course, you're here too. Hello, and good evening, Melton. Good morning, my North American dwellers. You might have to just like include us all under that umbrella at some point. I love you, bro. It's nice having you here, gobbledygook. Blessings to you too, Dream Tooth. It's nice having you. Kristen saying, hey, Goob. We're talking about silence today, bro. We're at the point where we're like considering some practical reflections for our day. And you are so silly about, yeah, yeah. Some silliness is required. Alongside the quiet, that's also required, there's some silliness, right? Because you can be quiet and silly. Yeah, bonus. You can get both. You can have the fun plus the quiet. Yesterday, I embraced the pause at the bottom of a barbell squat and pushed through the hard thing, standing back up. Should transform my quads and gluters a little. Gobbledygoops, I need to get back to a gym. And the last time I was in one was with Christian, just like 5-ish weeks ago. Time is hard, bro. But like in this year still. And I did some squats, did some proper low squats, loaded with 60 kilograms on the bar. So like 130 pounds, 120 pounds. And I could do the squats. I could do my reps. I got my set of 8. But jeeps, I was wrecked. I was like not having a good time for like a week after. My legs were like, wow, pain. So I definitely need to do more. I've concluded, right? I feel like there's like 2 types of people in the world, probably. Like the one type of people gets like hurt working out, and the body is like, oh, and they're like, I'm never doing that ever again. And then the other person gets wrecked, and they're like, I'm not doing this enough. If I was doing this more, I wouldn't be getting as wrecked. So yeah, thank you, Gubs, for your inspirations. Thank you for taking those pauses. Oh, silliness is a compliment for sure, and it's taken as one. I hope you know, Kristen. It really is taken as one. It's something that me and Joe value as well. Thank you, Shade. Face red shape. Thank you, Shade. Shade. Oh, Shadow. Shadow. Sorry, I was like shade. I was like thinking about like actual shade. And I'm grateful for the shade right now. It is raining out there a little bit. The grass is wet. But likes to autocorrect me. Freaking Jeff. I wanted to say Jeff Bezos for some reason. Steve Jobs. Freaking Steve Jobs. Autocorrecting your shit. You should call that guy up. Well, I don't know why I'm making jokes like this. That's pretty grim. It's just like the general. Yeah, Apple. How dare Steve Jobs do that? Auto-correcting your shit. I posted a pic of my cardio stats too. 333 calories and 1,111 feet climbed. Rock climbing? Did I miss that? You rock. I did see Kristen say you rock, so my mind was like, did you rock climb? Maybe you did. Feet climbed. I posted a pic in. I posted a pic of my cardio stats in general. Share your work probably. Yeah. Oh, that's a Stairmaster or something. Connected to your Apple Watch and stuff. Yeah, you see, like that's the ecosystem stuff that gets people with the Apple stuffs. You know what's the big thing for me, Gobbledygoo? I don't know if they sent you an email too, bro, but I got this email now recently. Just now, the other days. Just now. Just now, a hop, skip, and a jump away. Why is this thing not working? Surely there's more. Ah, that's why. Because I'm opening my business email and I'm like, where's my email from my Patreon? Meanwhile, Patreon is a different account. There we go. Yeah, Patreon. Hi. Hi, they say. Hi, we're writing to let you know that your Patreon has been updated to use Apple's in-app purchase system. Oh, that's swell. Thank you, Apple. That means purchases of memberships of shop items through the Patreon iOS app will now include Apple's 30% App Store fee. As a reminder, Apple's fees do not affect your existing members. Thank goodness. Gobbledygoo. You've been like OG for long, so you don't get wrecked. I'm trusting. You also have the ability to choose how Apple's fees impact your prices and earnings through the iOS app. Yeah, so it's like either I get paid less or you pay more. Those are the options. Thanks, Apple. That's great. Your Patreon is like, yeah, I'm going to take 20%. And then Apple is like, bet, I'm taking 30% of the rest. Tech companies. Huzzah. I mean, it's a cool service. Thanks, Apple. It's cool for you to have like phones and stuff, an app store. But I do hope that people do stop using their products. Little part of me. You know, like their products are so good. That's the other side of it. It's like it's good products. Oh, that dichotomy of existence. We really have kind of snookered ourselves with the whole capitalism thing a little bit. In some ways, at least. With our technology, a little bit. Right? Because we do beget more tech with capitalism. But the whole subscription model, getting a customer that keeps paying you. Right? Now, technically, you buy the cell phone, you buy the iPhone, and technically you buy like the dollar value. You're like, yes, I could save X amount, and then I could buy device. Now that device technically is, in a way, putting its little hand in your pocket. Right? Forever. Forever. And 30%. Like 30% of its hand is in your pocket. And if they could 100% that hand in your pocket, they would. They would. But there would be outrage. There would be more outrage. But there was clearly not enough outrage with the whole 30% thing. So, more. Walking on an incline treadmill, it calculates an estimation. Incline treadmill is so good for you too. Better for your knees than running outside, technically. Apple is very efficient capitalist machine, very skilled at masking their evil. Still the best job I've ever had so far. Working there regardless. You used to work for Apple? That's pretty cool, Gobs. Yeah, like I can imagine it is one of those environments, right, of excellence in every term that holds. And they do kind of hold a certain brand aesthetic that people want to be associated with. And I feel the word evil is a strong one. But if you had to boil it down, like, is being greedy an evil trait to have? And then, we can reason from there. Oh, love is true. I've been working out in 2025. Nice, Mojo. After years of sitting on my ass. Feels like a habit that's gonna stick. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of you, Mojo. That's awesome, friend. How good does it feel? Right? Feel good about yourself. Maybe that's why you know the mojo is gonna stick because you're feeling that good stuff. You're not just feeling the hurt. They're good products, but I wouldn't pay full retail for them. I only have them because they're heavily discounted, it's true. And there is like a really good used market in America as well because people want the new shiny thing as soon as it drops. So they sell the devices they have at massive losses because I don't care. I don't want this one anymore. I want new shiny one. So you get a really good device. Like if you buy a 2 generations old, let me see how old is the. What is the newest? No, I should start from the old. What is the oldest iPhone of a Type C USB port? 2023. Yeah. So if you get yourself an iPhone 15 now with a Type C port, that's like a big one for me. Like I don't want one with an old port. That part. And even if you get one of the old ports, the cameras will still be fantastic. So in that way, let's see here in South Africa potentially. Do I want to go down this rabbit hole? Let's just like agree to believe that if you get yourself a 2023 cell phone now, it's gonna still be as good. Like it's gonna be 95% as good as the new one you want to get today, but it's gonna be 40% of the price or whatever, right? And in that way, it's like, yeah. The only Apple product right now that I would pay full retail price for is that new M4 Mac Mini. That thing's pretty sick as well. It's pretty cool having a little box that big. That's your full PC for $600. I am impressed by that. Thanks, Goob. You're an inspiration. And just by you sharing the fact that you're exercising now, Mojo, so are you. You now literally add to the inspiration that is all of ours. Thank you for showing up for yourself, friend. Hell yeah, Mojo. You can do it. Keep it up. So much love. Thank you for sharing. My favorite part of the stream so far is when Ment said evermore. When Melt said evermore? I am confused. Love is true though. This I know. What is my mind leading me to feel in this moment? It's leading me to feel excited for the future and thinking about the fact that technology will keep getting better. And relatively speaking, the people that have the most will absorb most of the cost and sell the stuff they no longer use, potentially even, let's just say at a discount instead of at a loss, to the people who could still actually make the most of something, like that. Now, my mind is curious. I think it's still going to be a pretty expensive phone, even here in South Africa. Do I have Facebook on this device? Yeah, I think I do. Have I ever logged into it? I have not. Cool. Do I want to? Seems to give me the option to just press a button. Nice. I don't have to use my brain. Bonus. Oh, it's sending me a notification on this device. Or at least it's supposed to. Trident! Hey, Gem. It's nice seeing you here too. This is your Google account. Yes, please. Ah, the pain of user interfacing. I thought this was going to be quick and easy. Alas, I thought wrong. That's a big one. Nice feeling you. Aw, that's nice. It's nice being here with you too, Jem. Today's conversation has been about quiet moments. And this is not technically anything to do with being quiet, but we're talking about technology and how the technology that we value will become cheaper, relatively speaking. This thing is taking me down rabbit holes. It's like, can you leave me alone? Leave me alone, please. Just stop by to say hi. About to do yoga. Good. Love your energy and light. Stay present, stay balanced, stay neutral. Thank you. Thank you, Jem. I plan on it. I plan on despite the neutral topic. Me, yeah, it's definitely not the most fun one, I'll admit. But it is one that can bring some hope. From what I can see, these devices are selling for about a third. 2/3 at most, and a third of the actual normal prices. Just kidding, it's important to stay in silence. Thank you deeply. Sending you love. Hari Om. Bless. Yeah, the conversation kind of came around, like silence, and then leading into the room that there is for us to be within. Right? Like there is technically something quiet about our devices. Right? When you spend time with your technology, you are technically quiet. You're in a lot more of a receptive state. So maybe there's something to be said about that. And I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing. Crawlin! When you now see your username, bless your friend. Have I seen you here before? You seem familiar. Crollen Dickerson. It's a unique name. Crollen makes me think of the Kraken for some reason. Crollen, rider of the Kraken. Let quiet be your guide. We're encouraged to believe as well. I have like a few more points here, technically. Instead of resisting the inevitable noise of the world, the technology of the world, continuously cultivate quiet as a sanctuary inside. Think of it as a friendship. A quiet friend who listens without judgment and offers insights, only accessible when the clamor fades. Yes. Nice. Kralin likes the Kraken representation. You love Craftian. In a society that often values noise over nuance, choosing quiet is a bold affirmation of self-care and authenticity. It's a way of saying I honor my inner self and I am not afraid to find strength in stillness. This quiet power is what fuels creativity, nurtures deep connections, and helps us face challenges with calm resolve. Quiet. Being quiet. I have a hard time with that as well. I don't know if Jem is still here, but part of me wants to read yesterday's poem. No, leave me alone. Things are being logged out. There we go. I'll show you the flower first. Yesterday was a 7 geometry one. It's like a pretty interesting texture that's building up this image. All right, and then the poem I went associated with it. The current between us. This is beautiful. Thank you, Kralin. I make one each day, and I make them by taking a photo of my clothing. And then I manipulate until they look like that. So it's me in that photo. The current between us reminds me of a peacock. I have IRL piece, this one. I mean, it used to be digital, but it exists in the real world now. My green peacock one. And you make stickers? Yeah. I want to make a lot more, but alas, I'll make as much as I can. The current between us. There is a quiet current that hums beneath all things, an unseen thread stitching us together, not in chains, but in light, in the warmth of knowing we belong. Like the tide that knows no single shore, this energy moves between us, a pulse felt in shared laughter, in the hush of understanding, in the spaces where words are not needed, but presence is enough. We are not islands, though the world may tell us so. We are constellations, scattered, yes, but drawn by the same gravity, woven into the same sky. And when we reach, when we gather, when we lift our voices as one, we become something greater. A rising sun, a boundless river, a love too vast to be contained by limits. I work at a sign and sticker shop. We've briefly talked about it. Maybe we did, Kralin. I wonder if I was making stickers at that point. Maybe things have progressed in the meanwhile. Quiet is life, exuberant is life. Quiet is life, exuberant is life. I work at a sign and sticker shop. That is really cool, Kralin. My beloved works in graphic design as well. And they also have a big old printer as a part of their office space. That is to say, I look forward to being able to work with these machines too. You're working in a sign and sticker shop. You've probably gotten used to this stuff at this point. Yeah. I have some big pieces that Joe made me as well. But I also have these pieces. Joe printed me some on vinyl. And then I decorated a box. I found you at the last of your Arpan days, dancing and spreading the love, Jeebs. You're one of the OG RPAN friends, huh, Kralin? Yeah, those were the days. Those were quite some days. It's nice to have you here. It's nice to still be able to share the love with you, friends. All right, despite all of this time that has passed, we're still here. They can take our pan away from us, but they can't take community. Right? And it is up to us to continue reconsolidating, gathering in this space to make this community. So, thank you for joining me. Kralin, I'm gonna do another one, a horizontal stream, but this vertical stream is coming to its end. I appreciate you, friends, for joining me, for sharing a moment. I'll see you again soon in the next moment.